channel, Meghan Victoria. So today we're doing this like glamorous, smoky, bronzy, warm toned makeup that is like totally fire and I love it. So today's video is in partnership with Rimmel London, so I want to give it a big thank you for that. Last time we did a Rimmel London video, we were actually doing a very simple, easy to do makeup. Today we are turning up the glamour, we are turning up the fire, and we are bringing this smoky, bronzy. I love this makeup. I'm so into it. I'm so excited to get into the video, but first I do want to share just a couple new products with you guys, and then it is tutorial time. Okay, so the star of the show is the Magnifeyes Spice Edition eyeshadow palette. Clearly, I think we can see that this could be a dupe for something, you know, way more expensive. But the creaminess of these shadows, blendability, how buildable they are, I'm so into this palette. It created the most gorgeous eye look on me today. And something else that I really appreciate about this palette, and like from swatching the shades, I absolutely can tell as well, there is so much depth to the shadows that they're gonna work on so many different skin tones. They're really gonna show up. They're really gonna give you that pigment. They're gonna be long lasting. So I'm very excited about this palette. And then of course we have the good old fashioned Stay Matte Liquid Lipstick from Rimmel London. You guys know they have a fantastic formula for such an amazing price. They created 14 new shades, and they're all like these like nude shades, and they're like nudes for all skin tones, all ranges. So in love. I'm definitely gonna insert some photos so you can see all of what I'm talking about, but they have such a nice lightweight texture, so when they go on the lips, they're very like moussey and they don't feel dry. Like, yes, I cheated, I have to put a gloss. I'm just not a matte girl. Like, I know so many people love matte liquid lipsticks, and I love them too, but I always put a gloss on. That's just like a Meghan tip. But anyway, those are the new products. With all that said, let us get this tutorial started and let's get this like smoke show going on. Alright, so let's get this base a little bit more glowing, a little bit more fresh, a little bit more cute. So we're gonna start off just with some basic primer. So this is the Lasting Finish Breathable Primer. It's gonna give your makeup a little bit of something to stick to, and it's also gonna provide a little bit of glow so we can get that going on right off the bat. Alright, a little bit of primer can go a long way. So next up we're gonna take our Lasting Finish 25-Hour Breathable Foundation. I'm going to use the shade 200 Soft Beige today. I'm going to apply this all over the face. I do want a little bit more coverage, so I'm going to apply a little bit more than I would say on an everyday basis, because I am trying to do, you know, a full like glamour, fire, hot makeup look. Alright, so then you can take a brush or a sponge. I'm going to use a sponge today, and we're just going to kind of pounce that foundation into the skin. Alright, so now that we have a nice cohesive base on, we're going to take some concealer. So I'm going to take my Lasting Finish Breathable Concealer in the shade 100 Fair, and we're going to really kind of brighten up the center of the face. And then we'll take our sponge and blend it all in. I'm also going to take some of the concealer and bring it right across the eyelids, and that's just going to give us a nice little bit of an eyeshadow base. So once that is all blended in, we are going to now kind of balance out the dimension. So I'm going to take my contour stick in the shade Medium, pop that guy up, and we'll just draw on a little bit of contour. This formula is very like blendable, so you really can be pretty generous with your contour to really like build up that dimension. And again, go on your sponge and blend this out as well. So now that we have a nice dimensional base, we're going to take a little bit of our Match Perfection Silky Loose Face Powder, and I'm just going to set the whole base. Just going to tap a little bit into the tin, not a lot, tap off my excess, and then just lightly tap over the skin. Alright, now that we've set our whole face in place, we're going to, again, bring back that dimension. I'm going to go into the contour shade of my, like, Kate times Rimmel palette, and we're going to grab a little bit of that bronzer shade, again, on a just big brush. I just want a nice all-over kind of bronze and glow to the skin. So we'll just take that and swirl that around the perimeter of the face. Alright, so I am totally a blush girl, so I'm going to go straight into the little blush shade in the same palette and just sweep that on the apples of the cheeks. Alright, so if you wanted to be done there, you totally could, because this blush has such this like golden bounce back of highlight. It's a gorgeous iridescence, but because it's me, you know we're gonna highlight a little bit more. So we'll just go into this goldeny champagne highlight shade in the same palette with a little bit smaller brush, and I can really concentrate to get that glow going on. I love a good tip of the nose highlight. I love a nose bridge. Love a little Cupid's bow. I love my highlight. Everyone knows this. So when I finished my base, and I'm obviously loving all of this glow, I really want to like lock it in place. And also sometimes you feel like you've used a lot of powder. You don't want your face to feel powder. You want everything to feel fresh. So I'm going to take my Instafix 2-in-1 setting spray. It smells so beachy, it smells so good. Alright, so I'm gonna go do my eyebrows, and I will be right back because, as I've said a million times, nobody wants to watch anyone film their eyebrows. It is so boring. Alright guys, so we are back, and now it is the fun part. So, introducing the Spice Edition Magnifeyes eyeshadow palette. So, I am so excited to create like a fiery, smoky, shimmery, glimmery look with you guys. And one thing I will note really quickly is you actually get a brush in the palette, which is really cool. Instead of like a sponge tip applicator, you actually get both. So really, like, that's pretty ballin'. But yeah, I actually haven't even thought about what eyeshadow look I want to use and create. I'm loving these like purpley kind of tones. These are really fun, but I think in true fashion of creating like that fiery, spicy look, we're gonna use this like middle section here. So yeah, I'm really excited. I think we should get going. This is clearly gonna be the first color because this is a good transition shade. So let's grab a nice big fluffy brush. First things first though is make sure all the concealer you have put on your eyelids is all tapped out. You don't want any creasing. Then we're gonna go straight into this shade right here. Build that up and pack that into our crease. Y'all see this pink? I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't prepared for that. I was not. Oh my god. Okay, hello Rimmel. Like, oh my god, guys. This is a really beautiful shade. Wow. Okay, I'm really gonna have to blend this out with another brush. So we're gonna have to like improvise here, pack this on, and then we'll blend it with another brush. Okay. It's very like buttery, like it's very soft. What I really appreciate about this eyeshadow, and I can tell right away, is see how it's kind of like, it's stuck in my crease. It's still blending out, but it's staying in that initial placement. And sometimes I find, especially with drugstore palettes, is they don't have that like punch to stay right where you place them. And this is actually doing an amazing job of that. So I'm really just taking my time to blend this because it is so pigmented. I haven't even had to go back into the palette, but I'm just, you know, really taking my time and blending this all the way through my transition area. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of this nice little white shade here, and actually I'm gonna mix it just a little bit. I don't want too stark of a white, and that's the beauty of palettes, is you can mix and match things. So we'll just take those two lightest shades, and I'm gonna place that as a brow bone highlight. And that's also gonna kind of tone down our transition shade. Yeah, that's perfect. Now we're nice, soft, and blended, and I'm just gonna take that same blending brush and just give it another quick blend. Alright, so let's go back into the palette. Let's grab this little guy. This is nice and orangey, and we'll pop this on the outer corners. I kind of, when I saw this palette, because it has this mixture of shimmers and mattes, I was kind of like, halo eye. So I think that's the vibe we're gonna go for. I think we're gonna just like follow through with that. So I'll take that orangey matte and place that right on the outer corner. Oh my god, this pigment. Like, what? That is like orange. This is gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Alright, nice and simply, inner and outer corner. And we'll do the same. Alright, now I'm just going to take a little bit of a smaller brush, and I'm just going to kind of lightly blend that towards the center. I'm honestly really loving like that orangey warmth, so I think we're gonna do is I'm gonna just take a tiny bit of it, like literally just like tap my brush into it, and I'm just gonna work a little bit of that warmth into the crease just to make everything a little cohesive. Yeah, just to warm up that transition area. That's working really well. This is making my eyes look so blue. I love it. All right, so we're gonna take this little shimmery guy right here, and yeah, it's got lots of creaminess. It'll pick right up on your finger, and then you can just pat this on the eye, and again, you get this like really kind of, it looks like a complicated technique, but it's so simply achieved, which, that's the best. Oh my God, yes. Okay, so we packed on that shimmery shade, so pretty. What I want to do is just take a little bit of this like maroon shade right here, and we're going to deepen up just that like outer bit and just kind of create a little bit more dimension. And I'm going to focus this more on the lash line area to really kind of get that smokiness. That's like the best thing about having palettes is like you can just use all of the colors. You don't have to be, you know, frugal with it. If you want to use 10 eyeshadows, you use 10 eyeshadows. And it's easy. Then I'm just going to take our big blending brush and kind of just blend everything together. I love a good halo eye, but if you do have a crease, I think it's really pretty to create a little bit of definition. So we'll take this little burgundy shade on that small brush again, and I'm just going to go and rock that right in the crease, kind of just defining the whole eye. Yeah, this is really just kind of giving it that polished look, which I love. And it wouldn't be my video if I didn't tell you to blend 500 million times, so let's do a nice quick little blend of our crease colors. I am absolutely like shaking at the like quality and pigment of this palette. Like, it's so good. It's so beautiful. I love it. It's so pretty. So for the bottom, we're going to keep it pretty simple. We're just going to go in to that really bright orange, and we'll run that all along the lower lash line. Then with whatever's left over on that tiny little brush that we used before, we're going to just use it to kind of smoke out that lower lash line, but also add a little bit of the definition that we had from our prior shadows. And then one more with the blending brush. I just kind of like to go kind of all around. I love a good soft blown out eye, especially in warm shades. Like, warm tones look amazing on absolutely everyone, but there's just something so beautiful when they're like very smoked out, especially if you have blue eyes. Oh my God, if you have blue eyes, like color theory, you know, the warm tones are gonna do everything for you. So now I'm gonna be right back, and I'm gonna do my mascara and my liner and just finish off the eyes, and then we'll move on to the lips. Alright, so I went ahead and finished off the eyes. I'm loving this look. I'm so into it. So the next thing we get to talk about are the 14 new shades of the All Matte Liquid Lipstick. So excited about this. They basically, Rimmel just released like a whole bunch of nudes. Like any nude, any skin tone, any shade. So exciting. So first off, let us start playing with this little guy. So this is the shade Strapless, and this is the one I chose to complement this look. I think it will work the best, but really, you got like a fire eye. You can go with so many different shades. So this is such a versatile look in general. But anyway, let's finish this look. I want to see the end result. This is like the perfect nude. Oh my God. It's so creamy and almost like buttery going on. I always remember how much I love the applicator whenever I use this, because it's just like so flexible and soft, so you really can just kind of like make the lip shape as you like, because let's be real, I like to overdraw my lips. I don't want a stiff applicator. I want something that's gonna let me, you know, do what I need to do. What a gorgeous color. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry down. I'm gonna do a little final powder, then I will come back to reveal the final look. watching and so much for just like hanging out, playing makeup. You guys know I love it and I'm so happy you're here. Thank you again so much to Rimmel London for making this video today possible. And with all that said, if you have any concerns, questions, comments, leave them in the down bar below, and I love hearing from you guys. So also, what matte lipstick are you most looking forward to trying out? You saw all the swatches, so let me know down below, and I'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!